these anti-American and anti-Israel scenes taking place across the United States as the world looks for the U.S. for strength after Iran's unprecedented attack on Israel. Critics say the Biden administration is not up to the task. Yep. This president just doesn't even talk to the press. That's why former British Prime Minister Liz Truss is endorsing Donald Trump for president, saying in a new op-ed that if the disasters of the past 3 years have taught us anything, it's that we need a conservative back in the White House. UK member and a member of the Parliament and author of a brand new book. You got to pick it up. It's called 10 Years to Save the West. Liz Truss joins us now. Liz, first off, great to see you. Your thoughts.
Great to see you. And here's my new book. I'll just get it up. Sorry, I've got
there
it
you go.
Front. There we are.
Yeah, congratulations on it. It's important because it could be written by an American politician, too. How did what you go through remind you of what Donald Trump went through the first time? And why does that make you conclude that America needs him again?
Well, what happened to me is I got a mandate. I was elected by Conservative Party members to be Prime Minister, to deliver Conservative policies like cutting taxes, getting on with fracking, supply-side reform. And what I faced was the most almighty backlash from the establishment. And I didn't realise how ruthless they would be. The Bank of England literally sold government bonds the day before our mini-budget, and then they failed to put in place the regulation of LDIs, which was similar to what happened in the 2008 crisis. And what they did is they sought to blame it on me and elected officials. And I think what we see in the United Kingdom is the same situation as in the United States, which is unelected officials have got more and more power. And those bodies, those government agencies have been captured by the left, whether it's woke ideology, whether it's extreme environmentalism, whether it's anti-capitalism. But what I found was that I faced a massive problem actually delivering Conservative policies because the people who were meant to be working for me were actually briefing against me.
So you saw the same thing with the pushback from President Trump, who came out of nowhere in 2016 to win the biggest upset in American history. And once he got the job, he realized there was huge forces pushing against him. What do you think could be different this time, now that both of you have your eyes firmly open to the obstacles?
Well, what needs to happen is, first of all, the administrative state needs to be dismantled. I don't believe it's possible to deliver Conservative policies with the current structures we have in place in the United Kingdom. And I know that's what President Trump's plan is in the United States as well, that you actually have to change the way government works, that what is happening at the moment is there are too many people who are allegedly working for the government, but in fact trying to undermine not just Conservative policies, but actually our values as the West.
But Liz, are you also seeing this, that what's happening now with our president, and to agree your prime minister, is not working? It is not bringing peace. It's not bringing prosperity, making one would think it's time for a change?
Well, if you look at what's happened in Ukraine, what's taking place in Israel, what's happening with respect to the Chinese regime, the only thing these authoritarian regimes respect is strength. And the fact is the West has shown too much weakness. Taking the sanctions off Iran, trying to renegotiate a nuclear deal, I believe that was the wrong strategy. And actually, the free world felt safer when President Trump was in office because those leaders were afraid of what Trump might do. They're not afraid of what Biden might do. And what we're seeing is we're seeing wars breaking out around the world.
We are. And that, in your book, you also talk about your interaction with the Queen, one of her final public moments, and what your husband recommended to you before you took the job. And maybe you'll get it back. Liz Truss, congratulations on the book. Everyone should pick it up. And thanks so much for joining us this morning.